Testing. Testing audio. Testing. Testing audio. Testing audio. Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm getting some lag. Hold on one second. Too many things. Oh, did I fix it? I think I fixed it. It is a gray day. I actually need a light. I didn't realize. Hi, you big old puppy. You gonna get up here with me? My pup. We might have Stella join us. More lag. Trying to fix all these issues. Getting there. Oh, some latency here. Let me work on this for you. That a little better? That's a little better. Getting there. I have reset up a lot of my workspace here, my PC station. Trying to make sure everything's working correctly. Welcome to office hours. I am just working on the projects I usually work on. I've got a little to-do list today to look through. Got a few different projects here. Let me see here. I am just hanging out, working on some things, and here to answer your questions if you have any questions for me. If you need a work buddy, I'll be your work buddy. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, I've got a few things to do today. I have some classes to plan for. I have some web design to do. Let's see. I'm just getting myself set up. Thanks for bearing with me. Let's see. Have some project inspiration to look up here. My go-to when it comes to planning projects. I always start here. Where else would you go? Let me see. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm just still getting a little bit set up here. If you have questions you want to throw in the comments, go for it. Oops, hold on a second. All right, now I'm getting there. Oh, how's everybody doing today? Took me a little bit of time to get myself together today. I'm trying to get on a better schedule. I have been on holiday hours. I have been trying to sleep in late because usually that's my problem. When the weekend comes or the holiday comes, then I can't sleep in. So over this long break, I try to sleep in, but then I feel bad about it. So trying to get myself together, get some to-do list items done today. I've got my list in front of me. I need to plan a few projects for my students for the spring semester. I have, let's see, I have a typography class and a web design class I'm going to look at today. I also need, I realized yesterday, I need some new YouTube channel art. I finally got my custom URL because I finally did the steps you're supposed to. What else? Let's see. I do need to update some channel art. There's even a video I don't even have a thumbnail up there for, so I need to do that. And then I've got a couple little tweaks on my own website I'm going to work on. But first, I can tell that my, let's see, my signal must be dragging a little bit here because I can tell I'm a little bit delayed. Let me try to fix some tech issues first, if you don't mind. Let's see. Awesome. These are devices that would help. I have about 50 devices. Let's see. That's all right. Yeah, about 50 devices on our network, all needing giant amount of power all at once. Let me just do some speed testing here and try to fix some of this for you. How's my audio sound? That's another system I have been tweaking, and that's probably my biggest weakness. I don't know a lot about audio. The visual stuff I can do, the graphics, the camera setup, the lights, but the audio, I know nothing about audio. Let me see. Oh yes, my internet is dragging like crazy. What are you all working on? What's going on in the creative world out there? I'm stuck in this little creative bubble all by myself. Let's see. With bad internet, apparently. Let me think here. What can I do? Because I'm already streaming, so I don't want to completely destroy my connection here, but I also want to fix it. Let's see, should be problems. Might be. Troubleshooting. Let's see. Alright, y'all patient. This is my first office hour stream. I'm streaming like specific projects or, you know, but I actually hold office hours all the time. I might as well stream and answer more questions because I get a million calls. You know, I'm good to call every once in a while for a student help. Honestly, I feel like I could be doing more and helping more, and I sit here and do my own projects while I work on, while I'm technically working during office hours, and so I figured I might as well jump on here, answer some extra questions. But that all depends on if I can get my internet to work here. Let's see. Well, that's not what I wanted. I got some music going today also. Let me know if that sounds good. I'm trying to keep it a little bit low. I don't want to drown everything out. I am open to comments and questions, anything that you are curious about. If you haven't been here before, I am a graphic designer mostly. I teach graphic design at the university level. I also have my own business. So I've been doing that for about 7 years now. And yeah, that's, gosh, I almost said that's about it, but that's not almost about it. I teach during the summers at a art museum. And my internet is really slow today. Looks like it's coming back together a little bit. Let me know if you have any major issues with the stream. I like for things to look nice and crisp and clean, you know. All right. Okay, so why don't I work on some stuff? I am looking at, well, the YouTube channel art would be the fun thing to do. So I think I'm going to start with the fun thing today. Sometimes you have to start with the thing you have to do. Sometimes you have a deadline that you have to finish by a certain time. But today I'm going to start with the fun thing. Sometimes that's what gets you going too. Let me see. So I'm going to go to my channel. I did just get my custom URL. I'm so excited. I'm going to put that URL in the chat. So if you are curious about that, I do have more of a following on YouTube. I have just been doing Twitch recently, kind of getting some practice going live, and today's my actual first stream going live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So welcome, YouTube. Because I do have more followers there, I am very happy to have this time with you, and to hopefully answer some questions, help you out with whatever projects you're working on. But here I am on my YouTube channel. You can see here's the video I don't have a thumbnail for, so I want to work on that a little bit. And then this channel art is starting to drive me crazy. I don't even know what I want to do here. Let me see. Let me try oh gosh, I really don't want to start the stream over, but my internet's gonna drive me nuts. I'm supposed to have enough bandwidth for all this. What am I doing? Pause the music so I can work a different music situation. Hang tight with me. Okay. Alright, that's one program down. Doesn't seem to be doing too much. I'll start over, but I might have to reset my internet connection. I gotta see if it's gonna hang out with me or if it's gonna be cranky about it. And I also don't want to go without music because that's just boring. I need music to work. I want music as much as you want music. Alright, let me think about this YouTube channel art. What am I doing wrong here? It just feels so boring. I don't even like that picture. That picture drives me crazy. I'll show you where. So this is my website, and this matches the header image that I have here. For some reason I like it here better than I like it on the YouTube channel. Here it's just driving me nuts. I can't do this anymore. So I want to fix this up. You might see I also have some new Twitch graphics. Excuse me, new live graphics now that I'm on both Twitch and YouTube. Let me see if I can get my music going again without a bunch of lag. Let's see. Well, hold on. Okay. Feel free to tell me in the chat if you hear any major audio problems or major video problems. A lot of this is an experiment, so I thank you for bearing with me. So here's my channel, and this one, it's driving me crazy. Let me open up that file. Oh, here's the other thing. I'm gonna now open up Illustrator, and it might not like that too much. Let's see how much my system can handle. I won't have to worry about it for too long. Hopefully, as long as it takes me to get a graphics card, which might be sometime this year, but I hopefully will have a new system sometime soon. Planning on building in the next couple months. I have most everything else, so I might build without the graphics card, and then when I get something, when they're available, I might build something then. But we will see. I'm on as many waiting lists as I can find, just like everybody else. Let's see here. All right, here is Illustrator, and I gotta open my old YouTube channel art files. I'll show you how I set up these channel art files because there's a little trick that I learned from another YouTube video. Let's see, social media template, YouTube. I'm gonna need my YouTube thumbnail, and I'm gonna need this one. I'll show you how I set up my social media graphics here. Yes, my computer is gonna be so confused by trying to run all this stuff at once. good system for what it is. It's a pretty good system. Maybe I will take this out. Okay. Taking off some peripherals to see if I can reduce the strain on my machine here. This is a test. This is a test to open Illustrator and stream at the same time. And have music in the background. Let's see. I might have... I really don't want to reset my connection. I might... You are very kind to sit here and troubleshoot with me. I know it's a small audience, but I very much appreciate your patience. Trying to get my new stream all put together. Alright. So this is my thumbnail graphic, and this is one of the projects I have to do. Let's see here. That was the last one I did. You can see I just kind of create like this crazy... I had great intentions of this Illustrator template being for my Instagram posts, my Instagram gallery sliders, all kinds of things. But I ended up only using it basically for my YouTube thumbnail. So we'll just go from that. So that's the YouTube thumbnail, and I need also to find... Oh gosh, I always do this to myself. I need to find my YouTube channel art, which I always put in some weird folder. Let's see. Who can relate to that? What folder did I put it in? Web design, branding, YouTube channel art. Okay. Channel art 2020. I will save this as 2021. Good riddance, 2020. Goodbye. Good day and goodbye. All right. So you'll see that there's some weird stuff happening here. And that is on purpose. Okay, the weird stuff that's happening here is obviously the color bars. So YouTube, when you size your channel art, on mobile, the color that comes up on your mobile channel is determined by the majority of the color that's found in your graphic. And this causes a lot of trouble for some people's channels, because especially if your branding colors are like light and bright like mine are. I have this light mint green, white mostly, and then just little hints of like the black text and lines and dots and that kind of stuff. But what YouTube is looking for is a high contrast color that they can put as your channel color. So I'm just going to pull it up on here. You can see on my YouTube channel on mobile, you can see that that purple color that shows up right here is determined by this purple color that's in my graphic that I created. So that's the trick. You want to get the sizes for these color blocks, and let me find it in the YouTube the YouTube dashboard here. It is under once you click into the graphic, it'll show you the preview on TV, mobile, and desktop, and that's really important. TV is the only time you would see these purple bars, or you would see the graphics that look like this is on the TV screen. And let me find that preview for you. Branding. I can't even do it right now. Okay. When I change it, you'll see, but you can see how, actually now, I wonder if they've changed it. They're always changing things. That's one of the biggest things. you're at the mercy with all these platforms. You're at the mercy of whatever they do. So Facebook and shops and Instagram and all that stuff and all their like ad platforms and boosted posts and all that stuff, you're at the mercy of whatever they do. So even though I made some of these choices a while ago, they might not be appropriate anymore. So when I work on this channel graphic, I am going to kind of play with those color bars, see if I can get it to be a color that I like. What's wrong with my light colors is that YouTube's looking again for that high contrast. They want to put that white text on the dark background. So if you look at this one more time, see they're using white text at the top, and that's why they're trying to pull out those darker colors, but they don't tend to want neutrals. That seems to be a tricky one to get, and they definitely don't want light colors. So that's what I'm trying to work on here. Let me see if I can get Illustrator to play nicely. Some of this is just really driving me crazy. There is just something about this graphic that I really don't like. I think it might be the dots. I'm going to pull dots off for now. And definitely that picture. I really don't like the picture in this circumstance. And the other one, it seems to work okay. And I don't like this color, but YouTube probably doesn't like it being the mint green either. So let me look back at my channel and start making some design choices here. I really apologize for the video lag. I can see it in the corner of my eye over here. It seems to come and go a little bit. If there's some major problem, please let me know in the chat. I'll try to fix it, but I also don't want to completely cut my internet off in order to fix it. Let me see here. So on my channel, let's see, Smug Photo, don't like it. Rocket, okay. This is what I'm trying to direct people to. My website and the creative business coaching area. So my creative business launch program. And that's, let's see this. Oh my poor internet, I'm so sorry. Alright, first office hours. This is an experiment. You are very kind. If you're watching this, you're a very kind person. Lots of creative projects are complete experiments, right? You don't know how to do it until you try sometimes, and you got to figure it all out. So I've been sitting here fiddling with my whole streaming setup, getting all these beautiful graphics ready. I love my little graphic down here in the bottom, my bottom thirds here. But obviously my internet is going to be an issue. So here I am on this homepage. This is the landing page for my creative business launch program, and I like how the graphics working here. So what is it about it that I like it here but I don't like it on YouTube? The angle's going a different way. I had the angle going that way, and I think that's weird. My photo is bigger and it goes behind everything. I kind of like that. It goes behind this. There's more layering happening with the mint green. I like that. I don't mind the overlay here, the way it's layering. I think that's working. It's a little bit here too, and I kind of like that. The dots are just on top here. What else? What else? Let's try that. Maybe it's not the photo's problem. Maybe it's my problem. Okay, let's go into Illustrator and try to play with this a little bit. Of course, I just deleted that photo because I hated it so much. Fix that up a little bit. Okay, so it's not the photo's problem. It also is, let's see, I want to reflect it. I'm going to delete those. I'm going to make this more transparent. Where did I have that on? Was it just the opacity turned down? I don't usually do that. I usually use a layer blending mode rather than just turning the opacity down. But I think I just turned the opacity down, so let's do that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's look at that. Why don't I open... I can open that original header graphic on the website and see let's see. Creative business boost, branding, background. Nope, that's not it. That's an old one. Even older. You can see I've been playing with this for some time now. Let's see. But I do have some students in this course and it's going really well. I am super excited. Everybody seems to be enjoying the content and going through everything at their own pace. Let's see. Oh gosh, another photo I don't even like. Multiple photos. Look at all the photos of me just It's so hard to work on stuff for yourself. Oh my gosh. It's really hard. It's really hard. Okay, so I'm actually, this is so weird. The way I built these files is bizarro. Okay, I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make it come over here. You can see I'm basically using one part of this photo to extend this photo. This original photo cuts off right here, and I just needed a little bit extra space, and I didn't even like do some weird crazy Photoshop job and blend it in or anything. I literally just switched these photos up to each other. But you're never gonna notice. It's so subtle. It just doesn't. In this case, if I was doing this for a client, I might take the time to like make it seamless and perfect because I don't want anybody to be like, well, this is unfinished and silly. But for myself, I don't really notice it. I don't think anybody else is gonna notice this little line of where those two photos break off from each other. So I'm just gonna leave it and I'm just gonna go with that. I am gonna take pretty much all these elements and I'm gonna copy them and I'm gonna paste them into this graphic. Illustrator really likes to take some bandwidth from everything here. I'm gonna unplug. One second. Alright. Moving one computer. Save another. So I have like computers over here. Alright. I feel like sometimes so I'm running this off of my Lenovo Yoga laptop, and sometimes I feel like the cooling system on this doesn't work too well. I did a stream the other night for a couple hours, and I was working on this oil painting back here, and it worked beautifully for like almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours, almost 20 minutes or so, like that. And then all of a sudden I looked up and my computer like totally crashed. I'm pretty sure it overheated. But very, very soon, this I don't think will be a problem pretty much at all, because I am going to be building. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be building again. I have not built a PC in probably over 15 years. And that is crazy. And I'm excited. Something new and different. All right, I'm going to put these bars on their own little layer real quick. Just to get them out of the way for a second. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to look at them. Alright, so I'm going to come back over, and that border I also might not use. I'm going to make, let's see, I thought I kind of aligned these. Let me align these photos. Again, this is like so weird. I'm just totally cheating and totally taking shortcuts here. Don't be like me. Alrighty. How's that? Oh, no, I made the gap. Okay. That looks a little better. There's barely a seam there. I really just, it doesn't even bother me because it's like these edges of this bookcase anyway. You just never notice it. You obviously would notice my arm sticking out. So that's the part of this that I need to kind of play with. Also, kind of those bars kind of help with like a safe area. I am very curious when I upload this on YouTube what they show you now when it comes to the safe area. Let's look, shall we? Customization. I'm just gonna upload the old photo so that I can see what it looks like. They should give us a preview. Here is that one. Okay, so this is the old channel art. And there we go. This is what I was looking for. I want this like viewable area. I'm going to take a screen cap of this. And I'm going to try to use that in my file to help me. So they have changed this quite a bit. They used to just show you like a little monitor for the TV, and it would show you with the bars, and then it would show you the computer. Like it literally had mock-ups with the technology in it. So now they've just given you screen areas, which is actually useful. And you can resize it, I guess. That's kind of nice. Okay. All right, YouTube. I'll take it. No choice but to take it. So, yeah, thanks. Let me think. I can get into this. All right, I took a screen cap. I just did a quick print screen of this, and I'm going to paste it in here, and you're going to get my double desktop. Ha ha ha. And why don't I'm going to take it like this, and I'm just going to cheat here a little bit. I'm just going to make a little quick clipping mask and just do some easy peasy stretching and skewing here. I'm just making rough guidelines. I'm not going to be pixel perfect on this. I'll probably regret that later. I usually do. Oh my gosh, I usually do. Okay, take those bars off. Are those bars still the same size? Yes. Alrighty, I want some rulers in here. And I'm gonna just make my own rulers. And that'll give me a good frame of reference. Alright. Okay, and I'm gonna put that up here. Alright, so this is now my guideline. What is this group? Oh, that was those bars. Alright. So my issue now is that I'm gonna take that off. You can see my guidelines here. I need to adjust where these photos are coming in. I think that's my issue. I think that's why I ended up with this graphic before with the big white bars on the side. Is it's like, I feel like most YouTube graphics have more of like a less photography. It's more about the graphic of it. Let's spy on other people. Do you want to see what other people are doing? Let's see. Who am I following here? Let's go to Sunny and see what Sunny's doing currently. Photo on the side. Big graphic on the left. Mini small. Okay, photo graphic in the middle. Kind of a flat lay look. Brad Mondo. All photos, yeah. I wonder what this looks like though when you make it. Okay, just get small. The text is right over them. Okay. Full screen here again. Who else do I follow that would be good? Let's see what Vanessa Lau is doing. Okay, she's got like a cutout graphic of herself. That's the other method I've seen. This is nice on the side. She's got a lot going on here though. Let's see. I feel like there's a lot of text on this. It's very cute. Her branding is obviously adorable. I remember when she launched this not too long ago. Oh gosh, it was probably like a year ago now, wasn't it? Let me see. I kind of like her approach though with kind of the layering effect. I like that it has some photo element of her, but it also kind of just reflects that profile photo. It's just kind of repetition. And mine does too. When I have me in my profile photo, the circle, maybe I don't need to be in the top. Maybe I don't want to be in the top. What should I do? Let's keep going through some people. Let's see. Erin does the same thing with kind of a cutout photo and then layering. Let's see. That is all graphic. But he's not really. He puts himself in a couple of the thumbnails, but he's not in his logo or anything. What about, what's Peter McKinnon do? 5.23 million subscribers. Can you imagine? He does whatever he wants is what he does. Okay. Who else do I want to try here? Let's see what Jeff and Dovey does. Okay, big photo with graphic on it. Okay. Issue with photo is that you have to be pulled back so far. I wonder what this looks like on TV. If this truly, it might be a really big photo. He probably took this photo with this intention of making him look small, and there's probably like tons of space around him. I do not currently have that photo. Nor do I feel like doing that photo right now. I think that I am more in like the layered look. Let's look at Vanessa's again. I definitely like certain things about this. She's all about Instagram, so she put her Instagram in here. Definitely like certain things about this. What do I want to do? I will probably... Her thumbnails to me get kind of busy. There's so much big text. Like when you look at it at this big screen, it's hard to focus on anything. All the text kind of starts looking the same, that black outline and everything. So that's good to keep in mind. I think some of that text is good. Let's see. Focus. Focus on channel art for now. All right, layering I like. Graphic approach I like. Cutout photo, maybe. Maybe I have a photo in a shape or something. Maybe I'm in a circle. That would make it easier. Let's go back to Illustrator and just try something like that. Okay, what I'm not gonna do is probably the full photo. So let me pull these guys. I don't need that one. All right, part of me likes part of this photo. I'm just gonna try one for right now, and I might change it later. Clipping mask. Alrighty. Please, if you're watching, feel free to drop some questions in the chat, or if you're not sure what I'm working on, or if I'm having audio issues or signal issues or anything, let me know. Let's see. Why does this picture bug me so much? YouTube channel. I just don't feel like it's not happy enough or something. I'm not smiling enough. This one's a little bit better. Maybe I'll just use that photo, but it doesn't have the purple and green gradients. Why don't I pull in some of those in the graphics though? So let me try that. Okay, I'm gonna go in a circle here. Clipping mask. Oops, did I get lines in there? I did. I put lines in that clipping mask. Okay, clipping mask. This is what my face looks like. There we go. This photo's cropped really close to the top there. I'm gonna just do my best. That looks a little better. Just come over just a tiny bit more. Up a tiny bit. Down. Okay. Alright, why don't I go with something like that? And putting things on an angle always makes it look a little more energetic. Trying to, let's see, look a little like a one hair less college professor in this. I want to make sure that YouTube people know that I have a personality too. I'm not just a boring design lady. Let's see. Okay, I definitely like this kind of, it's not really a logo lozenge, this text lozenge here. I'm going to group that together and scale it down a bit. I think that's going to be good in my safe area here. I like that. Let me think. Let's get some of these extra doodads out of the way for just a second. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit narrower and a little bit less mint. This guy, calm down a little bit smaller, and just a tiny smidge. Let's see here. I just want to make like a guide shape so that I can see a preview of this section. Why will you not lock to that guide? It's gonna drive me crazy. There's that handle. Okay, better. All right, so I made a big rectangle and a little rectangle, and I'm going to subtract the center area, and I'm going to turn this into a deep gray so I can kind of see. Now it's like a frame for the main area that's going to be seen. This is the area that's seen most often. It's seen on mobile, it's seen on desktop, it's seen in its bigger form only on TV. So I feel like that's so rare, especially for my channel. I'm not really, I don't think much of my audience is watching me on their television. I'm like quick business tips and quick creative tips and software tips and that kind of stuff. That's like, I think most of my viewers, I can look at the analytics, but I think most of my viewers are desktop. Let's see here. Okay, so gosh, I like this better already. Just feels good to like put on a different outfit almost. Just freshen things up a little bit. Those little things that drive you crazy for 100 years. Okay. Let's see. I did have that text though with my, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh, new videos weekly. Sorry folks, it is not weekly. Let's see. Streaming is weekly. Streaming is now weekly. But actual YouTube videos are probably every other week. That is a more realistic schedule for myself. For 2021, I want to stay sane. I can't stand looking at this old font. Just, I want it to be there, but I want it to go away. How many dots can I have on one canvas? All right. I'm gonna put this path up here, and now I have kind of this guide layer and my workspace. Alrighty. I want these gray lines to match some of these other elements. The width or the stroke was just a little bit off there. Let's see. Sometimes I kind of layer things. Use a lot of keyboard shortcuts, so if you are curious about anything that I'm doing in Illustrator here and you'd like to know how I'm doing it, just let me know. Because I just kind of inherently use keyboard shortcuts. I don't really know how else to do things at this point. I'm gonna do some gradient stuff here because I'm getting all about the gradients lately. Let's see. I just want to play with this. I've got, you see that purplish gradient that I started using in some of my graphics. I'm going to pull that in here. I kind of like this on my thumbnail images. Let me see. Oops, not like that. Use my anchor points here. resize it proportionally so it stays like a border. Okay. Kind of like that, but it could also be like much smaller. It could be like tiny. Here's where I say I don't want to be pixel perfect, and then it's like, oh no, I gotta make it right. Trying to even out that space a little bit, but I am on snapping, so I just took the snapping off so I can get a more specific dimension there. Oops, I didn't get this side. So when you want a gradient to go in like a border like this, this is my preferred way to do it. You gotta make it into a shape first. Gradients can be very, very funny in Illustrator. They just act kind of funny. Okay. Do I like the all around? No, I don't like it. I want it to go off the page, I think. It's like the top and the bottom. We have my little flash of color there. I wish this image, the one thing I like about the other image here is that I have my LED lights on in the background, so it got, oh gosh, nobody needs to get that close. It had kind of that purplish tint in the actual photo, and that's what I liked there. But this photo does not have that, so I was hoping I could add like a little flash of color somehow. Little flash of color somehow. My puppy is knocking at the door. Okay. This feels somewhat fresher. Let's see. What do we think here? That kind of blended in. Let me reclaim this white block. Mint green is super overpowering. That's what I don't need here. Let's just do it like that. Change this gradient a bit. I need some more purple in my life. And it also looks a little insane. Yeah, let me see. Oh, the creative process. This is the point where I just want to like close the file and like think about it another day. But I don't know. All right, what's working well on my website? Oops. What's working well on my website is, well, I got back to that layering thing here, which I can't really do as much. Man, this is tricky. This is tricky. I love this flash of color up here. It's just much more interesting than the just the flat white that I had in this photo. I don't want to go in and Photoshop anything or make it, you know, try to force it to look like that. It just doesn't look the same. And then I would look at it 100 times until I changed it. What do I need to say? I don't even know if this is what I need on this thing. The rocket's okay as a subtle nod. My YouTube content is different. My YouTube content touches on a lot of different subjects, whereas this is like one specific program. This program isn't for everybody, every single person that gets on my website. What I really want, you know, now that I'm officially the YouTube business account and I've got my custom URL, now I can maybe put that back in my branding on my channel art here. Let's see. Let me get my logo. Get my logo file open and oh, I started this. Oh, it's like Shoemaker's Children, y'all. I start something for my own business and then I get completely 100% distracted on other things, client projects and teaching school. And that's just how it goes. But now I'm officially Delightful Things again on YouTube. I had to go under my name while I started up. But now I've got my logo I could build back in somehow. Oh there, buddy. Okay. I can work my logo back in somehow. Even my logo's starting to drive me crazy. What is it? Is it a graphic designer thing? Where I just, like, can't possibly leave something alone? I have some other... I have a stacked logo I could also do. Thank you for joining me for a chill office hour stream. Not too much happening here, and I hope that's okay. If you need a work buddy, I need a work buddy. That's kind of why I'm here. Let's see. Ooh, I like the layering that's happening here. These are good things. Let me move it over a little bit. You can see it better. How that type is working well, crossing over that mint green bar. So that's an idea. And now this gradient box I'm not enjoying as much. Feels too boxed in. It feels very closed off. I think I'm liking these gradient shapes a little bit more. Let's see. Something about that is nice. It's looking very 80s Memphis style. Well, I'm very 80s too, so I guess that's all right. Let's see. I like that. I like the flash of purple on this side. Maybe I'll play with this gradient a little bit. Whoops, wrong way. I like the purple at the top. More purple. Less purple. Kind of comes out this grayish color in the middle. Let me think. All right. I'm liking that. There's the little box that pops up here for like enroll. My link says enroll, and I've got my social icons and everything. Let me see. I feel like my name needs to be in here. Let's see. All right. That's me. I'm Stephanie O. If you haven't been by here before, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for joining me. I do a wide variety of content on my channels. On YouTube, you can find some graphic design tips or business tips. On Twitch, I'm typically streaming whatever it is that I'm working on. Today, I'm working on my own social media graphics. I'm typically working in Illustrator. What else? You can see, like I mentioned, I streamed some painting the other day. That's just a hobby. I'm not trying to be some wonderful, fantastic artist or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep making. I'm just trying to keep my creative motor running, and streaming what I'm working on kind of helps give me some accountability. That's what I've really liked about it. Let's see. Okay, I don't like it as much. I want just like the tiniest flash of that mint green. Oops. Delightful Things, and maybe I can unrotate this. It's typically 5 or 10. Yep, 5 degrees. I typically rotate on like set degrees rather than just grabbing this handle and rotating it where I think I want it. I use actual degrees, 5 degrees, 10 degrees, 15, whatever, so that I can undo it later. It's really a little bit trickier to undo it later on. All right, that letter spacing can come out even more. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm doing with this. I don't even know what I want to be doing with this. Oh. Okay. The bars at the top typically help. I'm wondering if I'm getting any colors in here. So what happens is that if YouTube doesn't pick up on a color the system deems contrast, you know, worthy, then it just kicks back into whatever color it does deem to be a predominant color, but also high enough contrast and typically not a neutral. So it will probably not pick up on black or gray. It will not pick up on the mint green. I know that already. This purple is probably way too light for it to pick up on. And so then it starts defaulting to like browns and skin tones. And so that's what was happening with my channel art before I started adding the bar system to kind of compensate for that. And that was just kind of trial and error. I think I might even just go like, I might try and see if it'll do a neutral, like a gray or something this time, because I think I'd rather that than something crazy. I think I tried yellow for a while. That kind of works a little bit for my brand. On my website, you'll see buttons and stuff are kind of that golden yellow. We gotta play with this. Gosh, what should I do with this? This is probably like the least interesting stream ever. Indecisive designer. Maybe I'll call the next one indecisive designer. Think. Right. Just really, so I'm just looking at my channel again here on my phone. What is it? What makes a great YouTube graphic? Let's look at those other people. I looked at, let's look at Vanessa Lau real quick and see. Let's go to her home. So here you can see how her graphic plays out. She's got, let me let it focus for a second. She's got the center part of the graphic, a lot of her sides cut off, but it's shown on desktop. And then you see the top color is like this weird mustardy kind of color. So it picked up on like the yellow, or actually maybe the browns in her hair or something like that. It picked up on, see, it picks up on the weirdest colors. Who else? Sunny Lenarduzzi. Yeah, she comes up, same thing. She comes up like kind of this brownish color. Literally, it picks up on the color in our hair. All of our branding colors are too light. Come on, YouTube. I have a feeling that even if I pick this grayish color, it wants something with a hue. It doesn't want something that's just on that spectrum of black to white. How about I force it into like a warm gray? Ha ha ha. I could maybe get it to work like that. Be a little lighter. That looks very brown. YouTube would like it, but I don't like it. A little bit more neutral. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I do want a few of those dots back in. I whined about them for a second, but I think I'm gonna put these back in. Just gives it a little bit more playfulness, a little bit more organic feel. I'm gonna put them all the way in the back though. So behind the rocket, behind me. I do need a few more pieces of type. I need to say some stuff. What should I say? I need to tell people what they're gonna get out of my channel. This is how I typically think of things. My who, obviously, is me. What, where, when, and why. This is how I problem solve. My what is, let's see, creative business and creative business and virtual teaching. I don't know if that's too much. I do offer that. Some of my more popular videos I've been helping with, oh, poor virtual teachers. People are not prepared, y'all. Think about those teachers you had in high school or college or whenever, and the ones that have a hard time using email. I mean, for real. These people, I feel so bad for them. They're thrown into virtual teaching this year, last year, thank God last year. But it's just too much. People, you know, I know so many of my colleagues that are 5 to 10 years within retirement range, and all of a sudden they had to drop everything, change all of their plans, change courses that they've been teaching for decades, and learn all these brand new systems to them. I really feel for them. That was really, really crazy. I felt thankful that I at least know technology. I can wrap my head around all these different systems. I wasn't using them for virtual teaching, but now it's like second nature. I just implemented all the things that I do for my business basically into virtual teaching. And now I can kind of do it. Like it doesn't affect me as much. It's kind of nice now that I have systems in place, and I have a lot of systems that I'm going to take back to my classroom. So when I am teaching in person again, a lot of these systems online that I put into place, they're going to help me manage all of my different, different things that I need to do. So all my appointment scheduling is now automated, all my, class schedules, and even getting synchronous and asynchronous content up. I think I'm going to use a lot more of that. I'll say this for now. I'm going to leave that for right now. What is my YouTube where? Here on YouTube. I'll say, let's see. Let me skip that one for now because gosh, I need a regular schedule. I need a regular schedule on all of this. This is part of office hours, trying to get on that regular schedule. Hey, Venuvius. Oh, sorry, I just saw your message. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Hi. Sorry it took me a second. I was on a rant there. Welcome to my channel. I don't know if you've visited before, but I am a creative business owner, graphic designer, teacher. I can help you work on your creative business or your creative work if you're curious about anything. Today I'm just working on my own social media graphics. Nothing too crazy, just some chill office hours. Let me see. Let's see. So my YouTube, I'm getting on a better schedule. So my when now is like Tuesdays, Thursdays. Let me put on office hours. And I might highlight some of this. I am a teacher. I teach at the university level. I teach graphic design, mostly graphic design. I can teach other art subjects. But that's kind of my specialty, so that's what I like to share, both Twitch and YouTube. Let's see, sometimes I stream other projects, little handmade things, but graphic design is definitely my main subject. Let's see, also kind of in general, getting your content online, getting your content on your website, all that good stuff. It's all graphic design. Let's see. What are people getting out of my channel? What is their why? And your creative business. Okay, so now I've got some thoughts down here. I'm going to take off the where because they're already on YouTube. Let's see. Venuvius, are you a maker of some sort? Are you a designer or artist or just curious? What do you like to do? I am going to break apart this text a little bit and move things around. Got an extra line in there. All right. Virtual teaching. Fix that. And reorder this a little bit. Let's see. Whoops. I want to make this a different color. Let's see. Oh, hey, no worries at all. Yeah, I might be having some lagging issues as well. So let me know if you're having any audio issues. I am experimenting with my system here. I redid a bunch of stuff. So if there's any issues at all, I really appreciate it. If you guys throw out any suggestions. I was just asking if you are a maker. Do you do any art or design? What are you curious about? Live. Bit of lag. I apologize. Could have done a better job with my my internet connection today. I was running 5 minutes late to office hours and I just jumped on. Cool, learning Photoshop. Awesome. What are your goals with Photoshop? Do you like to paint or do character design or environmental design? What kinds of Photoshop projects or skills are you interested in? Photo manipulation. Awesome. Yeah, very cool. I think that can be really fun. And in today's world, very important. Let's see. All right, I'm not crazy about this. I'm liking this a little bit. All right, this little part. Let's see. Awesome. Okay, you said you mesh together stock photography and make it look realistic. That is awesome. That can be super helpful with for brands and content creators and things like that. We are really dependent on all these stock images, and if you can make things that help other people, you can sell things that help other people. You could definitely make some dollars using your Photoshop skills. Let's see. I'm kind of pixel pushing here. I don't know what I really want necessarily. I am just playing with some things. Let me take this off. So on my YouTube channel itself, on the sides, let's see. So the desktop, it is viewable on the desktop here. That's where I had that enroll. Maybe I'll bring that back in. Enroll in free training. Let's see. Lower the stream resolution. Yes, I think you're correct. Let me see if I can help with anything. Don't know if I can do it while I am streaming. Let me see. 1 second. Let me, I think I can switch it real quick. I changed something. There's only so much I can change midstream. I apologize. Like I said, this is an experiment stream. I have been working on my setup here and just trying to see how everything works. Trying to set up the whole office hours scenario too. I'm always at my desk working, so I figured I might as well set some set channels for people to expect when to be able to come and ask questions and see what's going on. So I appreciate your patience while I experiment with all of this stuff. There is only so much I can change during stream, so when I hop off here, I'm gonna work on my internet connection a little bit and tweaking some of those video settings. Let's see. Check in myself here too. All right. What am I working on here though? I have these left sides. Let's see. I need to add. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. I've got a few elements here. I like the whole enroll in free training thing. I work on that a little bit more. Let me think. I could do some around the circle stuff. Oh, lordy. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's see. This is now important. This sounds weird. Maybe I just say launch. Hi, I am you too. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Thanks for joining me again. All right. This is my new office hour stream. Nothing fancy. Nothing super exciting. Just working in Illustrator today on some of my own social media graphics. Let's see. I just created some new Twitch graphics also, so I was trying to test all those out. You can see I've got some things switched over to OBS. My first couple streams, I was just working with Twitch Studio, and then when I went to stream the other day, I got it all set up in Twitch Studio. I'd been working in OBS on the side. I've been trying to get it all worked out, but I wasn't ready to really switch yet. And so I tried to stream with Twitch Studio, and it just kept crashing. Crashed over and over again. I would get to different steps and it would crash a different way. So I threw that away and I just streamed with OBS and tried to see. Thank you. You said it's looking fancy. That is exactly what I'm going for. Always gotta make it look fancy. That's what I'm trying to do for my YouTube channel art here. I am really stuck with this. I don't like my old one. I'm not crazy about what I'm doing so far, but I think I'm getting somewhere. What I do like on my YouTube channel are some of my later, some of the more recent art, the thumbnails. Especially these guys right here. Let me go to my dashboard. You can see it a little better. Let me see. See, some of these thumbnails are just working a lot better. So I'm gonna try to do some of these. Here we go. That purple to green gradient, and let's see. Okay, so it actually has the white text. I have this up in Illustrator. I don't know why I'm looking at it here. Same username on YouTube. Yes, Delightful Things. I officially got my custom URL. I have been eligible for custom URL for some time, but I didn't take the right steps to finish it. So I finally have my custom URL. I am youtube.com/c/delightful things. I'll paste it in the chat too. I am super excited to finally have that custom URL. It's going to make a big difference for me. And yes, I actually just reached over 250 subscribers. So I reached the 100 subscribers, and YouTube is amazing and crazy like this. So I reached 100 subscribers. Then I realized that I didn't have it set up as a business account, and that was why I couldn't change it from my name, Stephanie O. I was listed under Stephanie O for a while. And then, but I really wanted it to be under Delightful Things, my company name. And so I reached the 100, realized I couldn't switch it because I didn't do the right thing. Then I switched it to the business account, and had the number of subscribers and everything. But once you're a business account, it has to be 30 days between when you get the business account and you can do your custom URL. So then I had to wait another month. Meanwhile, I was streaming on Twitch. I was getting that question quite a bit about, what's your YouTube URL? How can I find you there? And I just basically had to keep saying that you had to Google me. But I waited out the month. I got it all set up. I finally have my custom URL. I'm super, super excited. So that's why I really want to go back in here and adjust some of these things to reflect the more recent changes that I've done and the more recent content that I think is working well for everybody. And just like a lot of people say, the content that's working well are the things that are most authentic. So for me, that's a lot of different things. I do a lot of different creative works. Yes, I am also live on YouTube. So this is also my first stream where I'm doing both at once. I have my Twitch stream going and my YouTube stream going. So I'm also experimenting with that a little bit. So I hope that's working well for you. I really like being able to stream and just kind of naturally answer questions. That is, kind of back to what I do as a teacher. I have more to say and more to offer and more to help when I know what it is that that you guys are facing challenges with. So that's what I love about streaming and getting all this together. I am multi-streaming with Restream.io. So I use OBS and Restream, and then Restream is set up just to YouTube and Twitch. I don't have any other services set up for that right now. So it seems to be working pretty well. I checked on my phone off of my just data connection to see how everything was going. It seems like it's working okay. I probably do have a little lag or a little latency here and there. Just let me know. Especially with audio. Audio is my weakness. I don't know much about audio setups. Enough to be dangerous, just like a lot of things in my creative world. Enough to be dangerous. The visuals, I have no problem with. Animations, I can do a little bit. Again, dangerous. But audio is a little bit of a mystery machine to me. So if there's any major issues with audio, let me know. Let's see. Isn't it paid for Restream? I believe there's a free setting. I typically don't pay for much. I doubt that I paid for this. I think I just set it up a day or two ago, and I don't think it was paid. That would be good for me to know, though. I think I just set it up with whatever their intro was. Let's see. There's definitely like an upgrade option. Got me curious. I think there's a free plan. Unless I'm just on... No, they've got a... Here we go. Bring it up for you. Yep, there's a free forever plan. 30 social media platforms, which I'll never need. It works with OBS, that's all I need. And the streaming studio I don't really need because I'm using OBS. So I just did this. And it seems to be working pretty well. I think that's all I need right now. Seems to be doing its job. I also have the cross-platform chat, which is really nice. So in my OBS on my desktop computer, I can see both the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat all together. Oh, okay. You said it's paid when streaming on Facebook and Twitch. Gotcha. I am trying to get away from Facebook as much as possible. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. It just feels like I heard another streamer, I think it was Harris Heller or something the other day, said like it's basically for like 45-year-old people to go like post about politics, and I kind of feel the same. I feel like it's drained of any value at this point. Just so full of ads and spam, and I feel like when I'm adding, it feels like more ads and spam, and it just doesn't feel authentic. Honestly, my favorite platform so far has been Twitch. I have really enjoyed streaming on Twitch. Cool casual people like you guys come in and ask, casual questions, and it's really, really nice. I can just kind of stream of consciousness, talk about the subjects that I know. So I really like this format. And also with some of the content I do streaming, some of it's going to make nice time lapse and things like that. Obviously not this project or office hours. But some of my more focused projects, it's nice to see that progression. I streamed like a long format print project recently, and I recorded all those. So I'm going to be putting up a time lapse of that project here pretty soon. So the design process is basically what I focus on. And that's actually, now that I talk about it, and that's the great part about just talking to yourself. This part, what I'm trying to say about like what I offer, I actually mostly offer like creative thinking and process. That's kind of it. Let's see. I also offer creative, I'm just kind of spitballing some ideas here. Creative business. I also, creative thinking and process is like the core of what I always come back to. How do you problem solve? What are the steps you take to problem solve? IMU asked, when are you making Photoshop and Illustrator tutorials? Absolutely. I do have a couple up. I like, if you go to my channel and you go to the simplest tech tutorials playlist, this is a quick little set of videos. They are super short. I try to keep them under 5 minutes. A couple of them you probably aren't that curious about. These are some of those teaching tools, Blackboard. But some of these, I've got a couple started with Illustrator. But yeah, I kind of need to know, what are those things that keep getting you stuck? What are those tricks and tips that you don't know how exactly to get one part done? That's what I love doing in these simple tech tutorials. This one is a great example. Type on a path tool. I just do super quick. Oh, the audio is so old on this one, I can tell. But yeah, as quickly and as seamlessly as possible, I try to just really clearly explain the basic steps of trying to do one very particular skill in Illustrator. I definitely can help in Photoshop as well. I typically work in Illustrator the most. And so that's kind of my wheelhouse, but I definitely can help with any of those. I also work in InDesign quite a bit, Adobe Premiere a little bit, enough to be dangerous, stuff like that. So yeah, I do have a few of those tech tips started, but I'm always curious. Ooh, mastering the smudge tool in Photoshop is a request. I'm gonna write that one down. That is definitely a good suggestion here. The stamp tool also, a lot of people have some trouble with trying to figure out the way that you're picking up and placing. That's a beginner skill that a lot of people have trouble with. So I'd love to do something like that. The smudge tool. There's also like the burn and dodge tools. Those are, I feel like, are underutilized. And those can be really, really useful for some of those light photo changes. A little bit of burning and dodging can really bring some contrast and life out in your photos. So some things like that. Yeah, I would love to do some more things. Are you a student looking to learn more about creativity? Or are you a working artist or designer? Where are you in your creative process, in your creative world? Let's see. In free training, creative thinking and process. Sponge tool. Yep, sponge tool along with dodge and burn. Absolutely. Get that saturation, desaturation. That's a little trick that I do on people photos. The sponge tool, I set it to desaturate, and you can just on like a light setting, maybe 20 or 30%, maybe a little bit more, maybe 50 at the most. But it works really, really well. Just using the sponge tool brush to desaturate teeth and eyes. That's typically what's wrong with our teeth in photos. They're not, it's not that they're too dark, it's that the yellowness comes out in the saturation of the photo, and a lot of times you might bump the saturation up in your general photo a little bit. But if you use that sponge tool on desaturate, just lightly brush the person's teeth a little bit, digitally brush their teeth, it releases a little bit of that yellowness and brings out that white pearly smile. And then the same thing on the whites of the eyes. If you desaturate just a tiny bit, even less than the teeth, desaturate the eyes. Typically what pro photo editors go for is that the whites of your eyes match the whites of your teeth, which is an extreme. But just doing a little bit in the eyes and the teeth with some of those subtle brushes can just bring a lot of brilliance and like a kind of a professional polish to a lot of those. So I like that. Oh, I am used to making clouds in Photoshop is the most difficult part for me. Yeah, that's tricky, friend. That's really, really tricky. Making clouds in anything is tricky. This is just a hobby side project I've been working on. But in oil painting, it's like, it's really, really difficult. Clouds are just, it's not tangible enough for our brains to almost wrap around them. It's really, really difficult. If you're working on trying to create clouds in Photoshop, I would honestly go back and look at some of the Impressionist painters. Look at your Monets and everybody. Definitely your Monets. He's got some good clouds and sunsets and things like that. But look at those old Impressionist painters and look at how they address light. I think that how they address light could really influence how you work in Photoshop, creating them out of pixels. Because clouds are all about reflecting that light that is coming from obviously the sun, and so many factors go into that. So is it like a gray rainy day? Is it like a puffy white cloud against blue backdrop day? All those different things are going to give you different temperatures of light. And there's a lot of color in clouds that you don't necessarily think of. So you actually want to be using a lot more of your like yellows and oranges and maybe tiny hints of reds and some of those blues, greens, purples, your cooler colors as the shadows. If you're using colors as your highlights and shadows and you're actually relying less on using pure white, you're going to get more realistic clouds. We think of clouds as white, right? They're puffy white marshmallows that live in the sky. But when you actually start analyzing some of those finer points of highlights and shadows, there's a lot of color that happens there. So I would look at how that could work. Yeah, you said you've made some cloud brushes and use them all the time. I think that's super smart. If you get it to a certain point where it's working well, then that's the beauty of digital art, is that we can create tools to make ourselves stronger, right? We can create all these things that make it easier for ourselves. Like this graphic I'm still looking at here and kind of avoiding. Trying to, I've created the system here where I know my parameters. I have a system of my typography I can keep copying. I'm pulling elements from other places. I haven't made anything from scratch necessarily with this graphic. I'm not starting over completely like you do with an oil painting. But I still don't know where to go with it. Really, really want this to have a little bit more life to it. I have gotten compliments on my YouTube graphics before, but I'm not happy with it. So that's my problem. Office hours. I want that to be a different color eventually. I did have a nice arrow graphic. Where'd my arrow go for my... I think I deleted it. I got so mad at the old graphics I deleted something. Got my creative... Let's see. Enroll in free training. I want to have like a little bouncy arrow. So I'm going to get a circle tool here. This is how I make circles in Illustrator. Or it's how I make arrows. Little nice bouncy round arrows in Illustrator. I make a circle. Make it an outline, delete one of those points, one of those sides, just the anchor point. And then, let's see, now I've got that. I'm gonna come back in here and add my arrow just automatically. Some of these work really well, some of these don't work very well. That one's pretty cute. That one's fine for me for right now. I think I want a little bit shorter. I'll just do a quarter circle. And let's see. I'm going to set this up so that there is like a little box on the side over here. It's only going to be visible on desktop. But there's a little, so this little safe area is for my desktop area. I'm going to go to, actually, my arrow, I'd like it a little bit longer. I need a little bit more bounce. There we go. I'm going to make up my own anchor point in order to just have a little bit more size to it. There. Okay, so that's better. Bring this back over here. Let's go to our channel art and see what it's looking like. All right. Oh, 261 subscribers. Ah, I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. So I hit 200 subscribers maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And you can see my videos. I haven't put out any new videos. 2 months ago was my most recent video, and it doesn't even have a custom thumbnail on it yet. It's barely even tagged, I bet. If I go in there, it's probably just very quickly retagged. But I haven't really been babysitting my YouTube channel. I haven't been putting out content every single week or anything like that, or necessarily on much of a schedule. But I've gotten 61 subscribers in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, just based off of the videos that are doing well. Some of my older videos I can tell have gotten kind of caught in the algorithm, and so things are kind of moving with some of those. And yeah, it's just been really nice. That is why I'm on YouTube. That's it. So here on the desktop, this is what I'm trying to recreate here. I've got my enroll button and I've got my social icons. I like the enroll idea. That one just has an exclamation point, but I might like the arrow, I think. It's feeling a little fresher already. It's feeling a little bit more like the fresher Twitch live graphics that I've made, but let's see here. All right, that needs to actually go opposite. I'm going to flip this that way. Oops. Please feel free to let me know what you're working on. Ask me any questions. That's what office hours is all about. I hold office hours for my actual university students every week, and I get questions. I get, they drop in, they ask about their projects, they show me what they're working on. But it doesn't take all of my office hours up. So I was like, well, I might as well help more people. Might as well go live, work on some of the other projects I'm working on, show you what's going on my desk, and hear from you. So that is what I would like to do here. If you have anything at all you're curious about, I really am more than happy to help. That's what I'm looking to do. All right, so that's kind of cute, but now I don't like that arrow, the one I picked. I think it's that one I like. Yeah, it's a little bit more open. Just feels a little bit more geometric. This is an experiment. I'll have to see where that little graphic kind of hits. It's very small. And it also changes. So as my browser window changes, it does slide over quite a bit. What does Vanessa Laus do? She's got the little arrow. Hers resizes pretty well. She hired a team to do this. I don't have a whole team. I just got me. I am a graphic designer, but it's just me. I wish I had a team of people helping me make these decisions. Let's see. All right, enroll in free training. Make it go up a little bit. Okay. I don't want to steal her laptop idea, but I like the laptop idea. I'm not going to steal her phone idea. She does the Instagram phone screen cap, which is nice. Oh, I just had a thought, IMU. If you are making Photoshop brushes, you could be selling Photoshop brushes. Think about, you know, platforms like Creative Market. If you created a brush pack that worked really well, especially something like Clouds, if you were able to get it to a place that was working quite well, people would definitely purchase that from you because other people are struggling with that same exact issue. And they might not have the time or the patience to be able to work it out in a way that you have done. And so you could take that skill that you've done, that you've figured out, and you could sell it on the internet, make some dollars for sure. These creative skills are so valuable. That's really what I love working with people on. We all have these skills already. We're already, you know, drawing or making or designing or whatever it is. We're already doing these things. We love doing them. A lot of times it's just connecting, you know, those skills and interests to a client or something like that. That is the tricky part. And that's kind of what I like helping with. I like helping you guys get yourselves out there, figure out how to make a business out of these creative skills, whatever that creative skill might be. Whatever it might be. I definitely love to hear about all those different things that you guys are interested in. Let me see. I am so lost with this. This feels like extra. Launch your creative business. This is not all about launching your creative business. Maybe I'll put that over here. It's not even all in one text box. Let's see. Take that. I'm gonna add another line to this. And leave this on the, maybe it goes over here. I don't know where it goes yet. It's a thing and it goes somewhere on here. We'll get there. I think that the schedule might be good on desktop over here. Don't think I necessarily need the schedule on mobile. These guys are too long. Okay, that's better. Okay. Center those guys up a little bit. I kind of like this spot on the side. That's getting somewhere. I've got the first part of content here for my schedule. Can I just say new content randomly? Oh, would that work for you? That doesn't work for anybody. It doesn't work for me either because then it just ends up not happening. If I have a schedule, then I get mad at myself if I'm not on the schedule. So it at least gets me there. I'll move office hours down a little bit. Let's see. I just creative thinking and process, launch your creative business. I feel like I'm all over the place with this. If you saw this out of the blue, what would you think that I do? What would you think that you would get out of my channel? Is it one specific thing? Does it show the variety of things that I actually do? Let me think. Let me think. pour some coffee while I think. Let me think. I never said office hours was going to be the most thrilling stream in the world. When I'm working on stuff, you gotta take some pauses. You gotta hear yourself think and figure out what the best solution is. In this case, I don't know what the best solution is. Oh, my coffee's cold. That's not gonna help. I was hoping to stream until about 2 p.m. today. It's about 1:15 now where I am. So I was thinking about streaming for about another 45 minutes or so. Let's try to get this done in that 45 minutes. There we go. That I can do, right? Can I do that? Okay. Why do I feel like these line weights are different? When I'm zoomed out, it looks different. But I think it's correct. Feels a little thin. Let's see. I'm going to take this out of here. I'm going to say launch your creative business. Enroll in free training. I'm going to say launch your creative business exclamation point. Enroll in free training. Okay, this is getting somewhere. I'm going to, whoops. I'm going to add my name back in. Do I need an arrow? Maybe I get an arrow. I'll try it. Everything is pretty much trial and error. No. I want to just rotate it. And come this way. And come this way. All right. Okay. There was something nice about that. Maybe I need... So one thing I did one time before was I used like a circle... Oops. Too many layers. Use a circle on the outside to kind of create like just a border. Just getting to be a mess here. Okay. Just gonna go like that, and I'm going to create an outline, and I'm gonna make the outline a little bit bigger. All right, it's on the top layer right now. It's very subtle, but I'm going to send it, maybe not all the way back, maybe all the way back. All right, and not like that. A little bit smaller, a bit more off kilter. All right, that's just a little bit of something there. A little bit of interest is all I'm looking for there. Okay. I'm gonna send that all the way back though, because I like the circle and there's a lot happening in this little tiny area right here. Okay. Launch your creative business, enroll in free training. Mint green on the side over here. Like a little sparkle highlight on that live where it says live. I think I have one already I used on this cursor. Why don't I use the whole cursor? I think that's cute. This is why you always save your old stuff. Don't lose it yet. Let's see. Just want something like a play icon or like a YouTube icon. This is the one that I typically use. I created kind of this layered thing, but I'm already on YouTube. Do I need to say it again? Probably not. But it's like a little, it is a little graphic to add, and that's about it. Do those things play well together? It's kind of cute. Kind of like the play icon with it. Let me make it match everything else with the outline. And it can be a 3-point. So that's kind of cute. I'm into that. Ooh, maybe I will have new channel art today. I didn't think it was gonna happen for a little while there. Alright, I am gonna have some office hours on Thursday as well. My schedule's gonna be Tuesday, Thursdays, same time, same place. Find me on your platform of choice, YouTube or Twitch. And please bring your questions, bring your own projects. If you need a work buddy, bring whatever you want. That is what this is all about. Oops, I'm trying to adjust this so that it fits with that type a little bit better. These are so stinking cute. I kind of want them in the main area, but I guess you would see this whole thing on desktop. So that's okay. Let me think. This photo doesn't drive me as crazy. I look professional, but nice. Do I look friendly, professional? I think that's what I'm going for. Okay, this. Oh, I said I was going to do a sparkle here and I ended up just bringing in the cursor. Why don't I do this? That comes down here and that sandwiches kind of. Can I just say new videos randomly? I think technically I want to do bi-weekly. Like, meaning every other week. I know that's terrible. You're supposed to have YouTube videos every single week at the exact same time. Publish it at the exact same moment every single week. My life just does not work like that. I have a full-time job. I have a full-time job that I love. I have a second full-time job that I love. Running my own business. Creating YouTube content on a super strict schedule is just, it hasn't been working for me. I can have a pretty good schedule, but I don't think I can have a super strict schedule. But streaming, I can. Streaming is a lot easier. To have just kind of this chill time to chat about things, answer questions, say hi, show you what's on my desk, show you what I'm working on. That's what I like here. Let me see. This needs to change again. I'm going to change it this way. I'm going to move this down here. Rotate a little bit less. Okay. That's a little bit better. Okay. I'm kind of into this. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. Kind of goes with my new video overlay graphics. Show you real quick some of my other graphics. This is me. And what I really like is that I kind of decided to make it my own style. So it's not necessarily, you know, a Twitch look or like a YouTube video graphic look. It's my own look. That's kind of how the way I do things. Let's see. I kind of like the flat look, the flat but gradient. I think I'm really into that. This new bottom thirds that I have down here with my website, my Instagram handle. I'm liking it. I'm really excited about it. I feel like it's fresh. It looks like my brand. It looks like my personality, but it looks different from what you're expecting to see on Twitch or YouTube. I am looking to, my next step is to get some more animated follower notifications and things like that. I am not currently a Twitch affiliate or partner or anything like that. I am a very tiny, small streamer, just starting out, just showing stuff, kind of for the heck of it. It's all this stuff that I do anyway, and so I feel like I might as well share it, and I might as well capture it and have it online as content. So that's where I am with everything. I need to, I'm going to work with, I have a video editor that I work with sometimes. She doesn't edit every single one of my videos. Actually, a lot of the recent ones I've just done very quick jobs myself. But basically, she can help me with some of the more animated things if I want like my custom animated, you know, follower notification or something like that. I think she's going to be able to help me with that. But for now, you can see I have my scroll, my follower scroll. So if you do follow, your name's going to pop up there. Like I said, this is really just some chill office time to get things done, to show you what I'm working on. I kind of like this. I'm going to try this real quick. So let me save this. I'm going to plug it into my YouTube channel and see how we're looking. Let's see. I am going to save it like this. 2021. Heck yeah. This is artboard 2. This is artboard 2. Let's try it. Transparent. I want it to be white. Type optimized. Yes. Okay. It looks so weird and random as the regular graphic, but I swear it makes sense when you start to put it into this interface. Let's go back to YouTube. Branding change. Here is the new one. Oh, it looks so weird. It's just a regular graphic. Okay, but I got my little areas correct. You can see my viewable areas. I'm just gonna say done. See, it's plugged in there. I'm gonna publish. View my channel. Custom URL. Yay! I'm so excited. I feel like I've been working in the background on a lot of this YouTube stuff, a lot of the videos, content stuff. I've finally gotten like all these little parts and pieces into place, and now I'm ready to kind of reapproach it. You know, some of these videos I made months ago, and I think it's working in certain ways. But there are certain things that I just need to keep working on. Very nice. Okay, I can tell that my image here is a little bit pixely, and that's okay, because I think I stretched and skewed just a regular circle image or something. I have to look at that. Let's look at our resolution in Illustrator real fast. I'm gonna come in here and double click the heck out of it. It says it's okay, but I bet what's happening is, excuse me, I have the hiccups. When I exported it from YouTube here, sorry, oh my gosh, when I exported my YouTube graphic from Illustrator here, it asks you a couple questions. So let's look at those questions again. I'm going to export it. Screen is perfect. Background is white. That's perfect. This one right here though, type optimized or art optimized. I'm going to say okay. Let's look at it one last time in YouTube to see what it's doing here. Because you can see all my type is looking pretty nice. It's got some little things here and there. It's just the hair, like one little hair blurry, but that's the anti-aliasing. It's trying to make it look better, which is fine. I'm liking everything else. I feel like it's like, look at this weird like Italian flag I have going with the green, the white, and the purple. It's like an Italian flag or Mexican flag with like the 3 color bars, but it's like weird color. I feel like it's bizarro. Okay, this thing is not necessarily working. My arrow here is not necessarily working. It is my monitor's crazy huge, and so it's mostly working. I think I'm okay with the arrow placement. Let me test it on a different screen here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, happy enough with that. Enroll in free training, da 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 da. Let's go back to Illustrator. This is where I'm just saving it now as art optimized. So let's go back into YouTube, customize the channel. And go back to branding, change this graphic. It's gonna be hard to see if it actually changes or not. Let's do that and say publish. I think Art Optimize is gonna be a better fit. Yeah. Oh, it looks better all around. Ta-da! That's how you create YouTube channel art. Easy peasy, right? You just open up Illustrator, you make a really huge artboard. When you go into YouTube, there are some dimensions here. It's telling you right here, and most platforms do this, they're telling you the exact dimensions that you need. So this is usually not too hard to find, but whatever platform you're working in, make sure that you try to find these exact things. So Instagram and all that stuff. There is, oh, who's the lady? Louise, somebody does some really great blog posts about, let's just do like Pinterest. Louise Hay, there she is, size. All right, Louise M, excuse me. Louise M, she's awesome. She does great posts about all the dimensions, and she really breaks it down into tiny details. She's not just saying use this size all the time. These are all, she's really digging into what the platform prefers versus other things. So definitely check out Louise Myers it's louiseem.com. She's really helpful when it comes to all that. But you do have your dimensions there, but then from there, you're kind of on your own as far as how you want to make those. I chose to do it in Illustrator because that's what I use. You could absolutely do it in Photoshop. I choose Illustrator because Illustrator is a lot better with typography. Photoshop has typography, and you should probably never use it. Obviously, there are instances where you're going to need to use type in Photoshop. Totally fine. I got it. But Illustrator's a lot better. You just have a lot more control, and it's thinking in vectors. It's not trying to create pixel art out of your typography before you're ready. I created pixel art as the very last step of this project. I did everything in Illustrator. Everything is vectors. Everything except for my actual portrait photo here is vector art. All of this. And so it's a lot easier for me to move things around, arrange my type, do everything I need there, and then I just export it as pixel art at the very end as the very last step. So that's kind of how I approach the YouTube art. Oh, I just realized the next thing I need to do is check on my YouTube channel on mobile, and I need to see if the new graphic has loaded. Let's see, and it did, and it gave me the color I wanted. So let me let that focus. It gave me this nice, like, it's kind of a purplish gray at the top. I don't think it picked up on the gray that I put in there. It might have a little bit, but it's kind of like a deep grayish purple, which is kind of nice. So I'm kind of into that. I'd be all right with that. You can find me and follow me. Subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/c/delightful things. That is where you can find me on YouTube. Obviously on Twitch, you can find me under Delightful Things also. And now that I have a better schedule in place, I'm going to try to be a little more consistent for you guys. I just realized the one thing that on mobile, so when I'm looking at this mobile screen, remember on the desktop version, it cuts off the left side and the right side of the graphic. So all that text I had for office hours, new vids, launch your creative business, and enroll in free training, all that is gone now. So now the center part of my graphic really only has my face, my name, and my company name, and some random rocket. So I feel like I need more of a descriptor there. Let's see. I might just add creative thinking. Creative. This is so hard. I do so many things. It's so tricky. I do so many things. should they all be one line? Creative thinking and process. Creative. I like how this says launch your creative business. It's more active. Let's play with this as our last little step. All right, something with Stephanie O. Creative. It's pretty good. Creative process and skills. Maybe I'll switch the order there. Skills and process. Okay, I'm kind of into that. Let's look at my stats real quick on YouTube and see if I am more of a desktop or mobile audience. Let's find out. Where am I finding it? Not even looking in the right place. I am no expert on YouTube stats. I know a little bit. Sources, source types, overview. Maybe it's just in the overview. Let's go back to advanced mode. Traffic sources. And you can see I am not monetized on YouTube, so you can watch my YouTube videos, and I don't get paid for it. I just do it to try to help. Device type. That's what I've been looking for. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm about split. I've got 46% on desktop and 44% on mobile. But my guess is that people on mobile are probably not. They're finding me through search. Let's find out. More metrics. We want to know. Actually, I could do it by traffic source. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'll get into that later. I want to change it just a little bit. I think I like this last little thing that I made. Creative skills and process with Stephanie O. Don't want it to be too complicated. Let's see what that looks like. It's pretty cute. I think just that's a really simple edit is enough. I'm just gonna leave it there. So let's export again. Do export as. I want to use my artboard. I want to use this, but not like that. And I'm going to do that art optimize because that really looked a lot better. And replace. Try one last time. Close the advanced analytics. Go to customization. Last little steps here. I'll probably be streaming for another few minutes here, but once I get this wrapped up, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I know this is like kind of random and a little different than what a lot of people do on their lives, but it's an experiment. It is all an experiment. That's what we're doing. Just creating. All right, so I'm going to refresh my YouTube here. I'm going to see what my channel looks like. Yeah, okay. So now you can see that on mobile, it has that little descriptor line. And it just helps just a tiny bit. It even acts as like a little bit of a border there. So I do have 2 pictures of me, but I've got a little bit of branding. I've got my company name. I've got a little bit of fun there. And then on desktop, it really looks different. You get this expanded view with some more information. And I think that's pretty helpful. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this for today. I think that's going to be good on that one. I think I'm going to call it on that. Oh, I do want to make this... let's make this quick thumbnail for printing and press checks for graphic designers. Let's go to this video, and I'm gonna let that play for a second in the background. And how many views? This only has 30 views. Do I even have... Let me get Chrome up. I've got TubeBuddy in Chrome, which helps me kind of see what's working well. YouTube. Alrighty. Getting logged in on the side over here. So this was actually a video that I put together not too long ago. Obviously, it's one of my more recent videos, but it was really for my class. I taught a print design class in the fall, and I had some print jobs happening at the time where I was going to the printer and using my Pantone books and doing press checks and all that kind of stuff. And so I made a video for my students, and they ended up needing that, and then I felt like it was appropriate for my channel. So that's how my worlds just kind of mash up all the time. They really just mash up. And so I'm trying to see over here. I'll skip you ahead a little bit in Chrome, but I'm going to use TubeBuddy on the side here to take a look at some of my analytics on this video. You can see I haven't done anything. I haven't even tagged this video. This is gonna be fun. Ooh, man. Okay. So I want the thumbnail. TubeBuddy's telling me some of the other things here. I haven't even commented on this, have I? I don't see any comments. Why does it say one comment? I don't have anything. But I need a thumbnail. That's step one. Let's focus on that right now. Social media template. So this is what I use. And I think that was one of my issues here, was I needed a higher res image. Let's see. Printing and press checks for graphic designers. Printing and press checks for graphic designers. Why don't I... This is a little bit cheating, but I think I'm going to use this same photo that I used in another video. It worked quite well there. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Sometimes I just cheat and I don't even bother with the... You can see in the background how there's like technically a seam there, but in a YouTube thumbnail, you'll just never see it. So for my own stuff, I don't really worry too much about it. I kind of like that. Why don't I take this type? And rework it. Okay, graphic. Printing and press checks for graphic designers. Do things out of order and try to get the order of everything right. I need to do some keyword research on this. Let's go back here. So I have another video that is doing okay about the graphic design stuff. So I'm going to go to that video and I'm going to see what keywords are doing well there. YouTube just changed this. It used to say videos and now it says content. I couldn't find my video list. How used to things we get. Okay, so my last video, let's see, it was one of these graphic design videos, started getting this one. Okay, let's go here to details. Again, I hate this photo. I'm not very good at photos of myself, but that's okay. It's not that bad. I look fine. The YouTube thumbnail photos where people are like, That's not me. I just like, I don't know. I talk about things. I don't like need to make faces about things. Okay, let's go to my thumb or the tags that are working well here. How to become a graphic designer, graphic design career, strategies for graphic design strategies. Those are good. Graphic designer at work, that's good. Why hire? Okay, so some of these are pretty good. Let's steal some of those for ourselves. This video is still playing, and I'm not gonna tank my own stats by clicking off of it. I am going to go back into my studio. And all right, content. I need to find this video. We're gonna add some tags here. Oh, I need a description. I need tags. I need to do research. All right. I'm gonna say strategies for graphic design. Okay, in graphic design strategies. I'm gonna add graphic design. It seems to like that one. Graphic design for beginners. Let's just add some those there. Relevance. I'm gonna say keyword score. I'm gonna sort by the score. All right, graphic design tips for Instagram. Not really yet. Graphic design is my passion. Might as well. All right. Tutorials. Okay, so I've kind of just added in a couple that are somewhat random, not gonna lie, based off of what TubeBuddy's telling me. And then the rest of this, let's see, I do need to add it to a playlist. Learning, done. All right. So part of the way that you can do some keyword research is literally just by searching the terms. I'm just gonna search for press check. Is that okay? So this is totally different. This is why you do keyword research. If I put press check in the thing, people apparently are expecting something to do with guns, and I don't do that. So I'm gonna say printing press check. Tips for going on a press check. Okay. He has 500 views from 2 years ago. Let's spy on this video. And I'm going to see what keywords they put in and see if there's anything ranking that would be helpful. Let this load a little bit. They've got weird keywords. I don't know that this is necessarily. So, look. What's not up, YouTube? Who are you? Okay. These are loading. So almost nothing. Almost nothing. So I'm going to literally Google search it. And I should get some, yeah, printing production here. These are better. Okay. Awesome. Pre-press. That's what I want to be doing. Okay. So I'm going to say, let's check. Graphic design, press check. Graphic design printer. Okay, going on a print. What is Post press, yeah. Printing proof checklist. It's kind of good. Printing proof checklist. Or just printing proof, honestly. I think that might be good. Will you load analytics if I just click on you? Act like you're loading something. You're not loading anything. Okay. Oh, double click to run the Explorer. Yeah, I do want to run the Explorer a little bit. I'll run it on graphic design press check. That is one of the more relevant tags I have. Look at that. You love to see it. Oh, you love to see it. Okay, so even, yeah, this is really good. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. Awesome. I am gonna rank on this one. Let's find some, let's explore this a little bit. Let's do web searches. Oh, I love an excellent rating. I love it. All right, we are gonna add press check. We're gonna add printing. Check, printer, training, print design. Yep, definitely print design. What else? Digital pre-press operator. Pre-press with a hyphen in it. Guns, guns, guns. What the heck? Printed, collateral. Okay. I just put in a few like one-word phrases, which I actually rarely do. Typically I'm going for long tail. And in this case, I didn't. I did some long tail keywords. But that is kind of nice. Okay, I'm gonna refresh down here. Tagging is the #1 thing you can do. I wanted to do the tag research first so that when I make the graphic of the thumbnail, the title that I insert into the thumbnail is specifically about one of those high value keywords. It might be, let's see, do it by keyword score again. Do it by search traffic. What is that? What's that gonna do for me here? I'm doing all right there. So I'm gonna go back to keyword score, rank them like this. Got some good ones in there. Definitely want graphic design in there. Printing was important. Graphic design press check. It's getting a rating. Not a high rating, but it's pretty good. So, press checks. Okay. Printing. All right, let me just put some of this type here. Okay, I actually think I'm gonna make printing in the small font. And it is getting kind of close to 2 o'clock, which is when I said I would be rolling off of here, but I think I'm gonna wait until I'm done with this particular one. And then I'm going to call it a day. I want to get this thumbnail done because it's been staring at me for so long and I haven't done it. Been a very bad designer. Graphic design or graphic designers? Printing and press checks for graphic design. Printing and press checks. Let's see here. This is too big. I want it to go back to matching that. This, I wish matched that. Does. And now these I think I actually want smaller because the big important part here is press checks. Press checks. Right align. I know what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to take out the ampersand. And I'm going to say printing, and that's getting better now. Okay, these guys are talking to each other a little bit more. All your elements on the page, they're all talking to each other. You might not hear them, you might not realize it at first, but they're having a big conversation right in front of you. And it's your job as a designer to listen and make sure that they're being heard. Make sure that they're speaking the right language. Whoops, I just moved some random stuff. Okay. All right, printing and press checks for graphic designer, for graphic design. This is looking better, better. Should I go this way? Printing and press checks for graphic design. That is working okay. All right, I want to get everything except this purple block. Move this down just a tiny bit. I think that that is better than nothing. Before it had nothing. So, I'm one step closer. Let me see here. I'm just gonna save this here. That's where a lot of those other ones are. Let me see. I've got another folder on this side for some of the newer thumbnails. Printing and press checks. There you are. And another key is to name it. Your YouTube thumbnail name, file name is very important. It actually, I want it to be one of those keywords, one of those best keywords I have. So I'm going to go with graphic design press check. That is the one that I really want to focus on. I want people to search it and find me. Graphic design press check. Delightful things. Stephanie O 2021. Okay. And I want, why does that look so funny? This looks crazy. Why does my menu look like that? Ugh, it looks like it went through the garbage disposal. All right, I'm gonna go back to Art Optimize, white background, printing and press checks for graphic designers. And let me go back to Chrome here. I'm gonna upload my thumbnail. And I'm gonna hope that I like it on the first try, because I am trying not to redo it today. I would rather not. It just needs to be something that I work on and then move forward. Alright, there's my thumbnail. Typically when I see it here, I can tell if I like it or not. And it's okay. I don't like that gray, like the gray block in the background there, but it's way better than it was, which was nothing. It used to be nothing, so now it's something. Okay, printing and press checks for graphic design. I've got that going. Let's add, how many tags did I add? I'm over 400 characters. Add tags to your title. Press checks for graphic designers. Yo. Did I say going on a press check? Going on a press check. Why don't I say that? Going on a press check with Stephanie O. Save, save, save. You can see the file name of the actual video I did also. Printing, graphic design, and press checks. Print design, printing. Okay. Alrighty. 2 of 10. That's not right. Recheck all. 5 of 10. That's more like it. I don't have an end screen. That is easy. And then I'm going to add a comment, and that might be it. I think that might be my little refresh for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are out there watching me ramble today, bless you. Bless you, bless you. I wish I could help you with something. If you are interested in anything that I could help you with, I am more than happy to answer questions. Let's see. What's happening? End screen is what I want. Okay. This is basically my creative world. I do mostly graphic design work, but I also help a lot of people with their graphic design. And apparently none of these have end screens. Okay, my last few videos I don't have end screens on. Awesome. I'm just gonna do a quick one here. This for viewer, yep, save, that's good enough. Yeah, I help with a lot of different things. I help a lot of different types of creative business owners. So even if you're not, if you're not a ceramicist or a photographer, you might still have a creative business. You probably still have a creative skill you're trying to put out there somehow. And so that's what I love to help people with. I just wrapped up with helping somebody put together a website for their copywriting, their writing portfolio and services. And so, things like that. I also helped another content creator that has a YouTube channel and an Instagram presence, and she created a whole product. That was that long form print project that I did with her. And I'm going to put that video up here soon because I think that's going to be a really good time lapse. But this is what I do, y'all. So I hope I can help you in some way. Office hours are super chill. It's mainly just so that I have a schedule to constantly be checking in with everybody, hearing what y'all are working on, and kind of going from there. So there we go. I've got my new thumbnail. That makes me feel a little bit better. Press checks for graphic design. I'm gonna go back to this video, close it there. Probably played already. I'm going to close this one. Printing press check. Da-da. So it's not super high volume, but that's okay. The other keyword I put in was pretty good. What was that? Graphic design press check. I think that was a good one. Volume wise. A little bit higher volume. I don't need to go back into this right now. The volume on that is excellent. Okay, that's fine. I do need to add a description and some of my credits and everything there. But this is looking pretty good. Let me sort by view count. Paper bag, offset printing. Let's see what their keywords are.
Hey, I'm Talon, and this is Rumpus.
Hey, Talon. Hey, dog. I am actually not looking at your content at all. I am trying to swipe keywords. May I swipe your keywords, please? So I have TubeBuddy that loads on the side here. Just a little extension. I'm gonna show their search rankings. I'll move, whoops. There goes my graphic just floating around there. Okay. Let me show you here. So automated digital print machine, they've got really specific stuff. None of theirs are actually ranking based on those keywords. So that's good to know. Anything other? Printing machines. I think I'm right with this. I think I'm doing okay. Printing press check. Try this keyword again. Graphic design press check. 0 per month. Why does it say 0 per month? And why is it telling me it's excellent if it's 0 per month? Okay. What is the volume though? It's actually doing okay. It's just it's a niche category. It's super niche. But that's fine. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's see. Having a thumbnail image on there, actually having keywords at all, that's a good step. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna call it today. I'll just go back to my channel here. This is me on YouTube. You can find me at youtube.com/c/delightfulthings. You can also find me at delightfulthings.co. This is my website where you can find all my different services. I wanted to draw your attention to especially my creative business courses. This is really an area where I think this can be super, super helpful. This is how I want to help people as much as possible. I have basically taken all of that knowledge that I have gained and pieced together, and this whole system that I pieced together over the last 7 or so years of me having my own business, working with clients, working with creative people that are developing their own businesses. This is basically a comprehensive course that helps you navigate all of that. And so with that, you can, I'll just show you course A here real quick. These are all the different areas that we talk about. We have basically a comprehensive, helpful guide that paces you through each step of the process. So rather than feeling really overwhelmed and feeling like, I don't know how to do a marketing strategy, I don't know who my competition is, I don't know who my audience is in order to get a message to them, this course and this guide help you figure out all those answers to all those questions. I have a million questions for you, and my worksheets that I've designed from my teacher, my educator standpoint, and my design standpoint, I have pieced together this workbook that helps you step by step find out all these little tiny details about the business that you're trying to run. And so through the self-paced course, there's also videos that go along with it. So each one has about a 10-minute video with it. So it's, let's see, over 2 hours of content, video content, plus the work guide itself, plus the support community. So this is a really good place to start if you're interested in starting your own business or anything like that. That's a great place to start. You can actually go to creativebusinesslaunch.com and you can find out all that information about all my stuff. So you can either go to delightfulthings.co and see all my design services, or creativebusinesslaunch.com and you can learn a little bit more about those courses that I offer there. But definitely please subscribe to me on YouTube. Delightful Things is my name on there, so I do have my custom URL up now, youtube.com/c/delightfulthings, and also on Twitch I'm under Delightful Things there. Follow me on Instagram, Delightful Things Co, for the latest updates and kind of daily check-ins and that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. My first experimental office hours. I got a couple things done. I answered some questions. I was really happy to see you guys drop in. I really, really appreciate the support. Follow me here. Follow me wherever it's convenient for you. I'd love to hear your questions as you keep moving forward. But that's about it for me. Thank you. Again, follow me on all those things, and that way I'll just keep up with you and try to answer your questions as best as I can. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks, everyone. Bye.